Hi guys, welcome back. This is Mr. Bennett, and today we'll be looking at numbers. Now, you might be saying to yourself, numbers, what are numbers? Basically, numbers are just an idea. Now, we're going to be looking at different types of numbers. First, we're going to be looking at what we call even numbers. Now let us give you even numbers in Jamaican terms. Even numbers are numbers that can be divided equally by 2. Let me show you an example. For example, let us test some number 4. So we have 4 things. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we must share it equally in groups of 2. Let us see if that can work. So 1, 2. Yes. 1, 2. Yes. So 4 is an even number because it can be divided in groups of 2 and you don't have none leave. All groups of 2. Let us look at the number 5 that is close to 4, right? Let us put 5 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let us put it in groups of 2. If we don't get all groups of 2, then it is said to be an odd number. So 1, 2, 1, 2, whoops, 1 leave out. So therefore, 5 is not an even number. It is rather an odd number. So if you know what an even number is, then automatically you know what is odd. If it's even and odd at the same time. So we say even numbers are numbers that can be divided equally by 2. Some book will tell you without leaving a remainder. So this number is said to be even, while this number is said to be odd. Because with this one you have a remainder, and this one is shared equally. So therefore 4 is an even number, and we can look at some examples of even number. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Let us jump to 100, 100, 102, 104. You get the idea, right? All these numbers can be divided by 2 equally without leaving a remainder. Let us look at some of the odd numbers. 3, that would leave 1. 5, that would leave 1 also. 7, that would leave 1. 9. Let us jump to some big numbers. 101, 103, 105. So these numbers are said to be odd because they will leave a remainder and they will not be divided equally by 2. So once there is a remainder, it is said to be odd. Alright guys, we're going to be also looking at other numbers because your syllabus not only deal with odd and even, but it deal with other numbers. Let's go. This might seem like simple basic stuff, but sometimes students struggle with these, so I took the time out to do it. We're going to be looking at prime numbers. And a number is said to be prime if it only has 2 numbers that can go into it without a remainder. Let me say that again. A number is prime if only 2 numbers can go into it without leaving a remainder, and that is said to be 1 and itself. 1 and itself. So let us write that. Prime numbers only has 2 factors. As we learned the word factors from the previous video. Factors. Only 2 factors. 2. 1 and itself. Let us look at some numbers that is prime. First, let us try some numbers and see. Let us start with 1. Is 1 a prime number? Answer that. Is 1 a prime number? Let us see. Well, it must have 2 factors, 1 and itself. Now, 1 can go into 1. But then again, look at this. You know, 1 is not a prime number because it only has 1 factor, which is 1. Oh my word. So therefore, 1 is not a prime factor. Let us look at number 2. Is 2 a prime number? Let us examine that. It must only has 2 factors, 1 and itself. Well, 1 can go into 2 and 2 can go into 2. Wow! So therefore, 2 is a prime number. And to be frank, 2 is the only even number that is prime. Let me say that again. 2 is the only even number that is prime. Let us look at 3. How many factors does it have? 1 and 3. So therefore, 3 is a prime number. Let us jump and go to 9. You can go on Google and find out this. 1 is a factor. Wow. 3 is a factor. Wow. But 9 is also a factor. So therefore, 9 is not a prime number even though it is a odd number. So you see that, guys? Look at it very carefully. 9 is not a prime number because it has 3 factors. 1, 3, and 9. So therefore, 9 is not a prime number. A prime number only has 2 factors, 1 and itself. Now, we're going to stop there in terms of prime numbers because once you know the basic, you're good to go. Alright guys, let us look at when we have, so what would we call 9? There must be a special number for numbers like 9 since as they are prime numbers, right? Yeah, I totally agree. These numbers that has 2 or have more than 2 factors rather, because 2, 3 is more than 2. If it has 3 and more, then we have a special name for that number. That number is called a composite number. So if it has 3 or more factors, then it is called a composite. Let us look at one such number. Let us try 10. How many factors does 10 have? Well, from the previous video we know 1, 2, 5, 10. Wow! 10 is a composite number because it has more than 2 factors. So it's 3 or more factors And we can look at 12. Let us check if 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. So therefore 12 is a composite number. Alright guys, I hope you learn. I think I need to do an activity for you, and you can leave it in the comment section. What do you guys think? Now I know you are preparing for PEP, and if you want your school of your choice, you must put in a lot of work. Alright guys, keep working. Alright, let us look at some activity. I'm going to write some numbers on the board, and you are going to I want you guys to ask yourself, can a number be a prime number and a composite number at the same time? Can a number be a composite number and an odd number at the same time? Write it in the comment section, alright? Can a composite number be an odd number? Alright guys, remember to like and subscribe. See you guys in the next video.